Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TFN with your hosts, Jim and Kaden. Jim, how are you doing, my brother?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Good, good, good. Yes, today we'll just be rounding off on the matches that took place this weekend, some shocking results. So, stay tuned to watch the full video. Yeah, we'll talk about the predictions that we made, some correct, some very wrong, and just see what it means for the football world going forward. Jimmy, I think you know where we're gonna start today. Unfortunately, we're
Where it all
starting.
begin, man. Where the weekend begin, man. With a dagger to my heart. It was
Yes,
like someone was stabbing me at the back. Yeah, man. Let's start off, man. Another exciting game of football for the neutrals. For the Meaning SA Parking Massa Meaning Association of South Africa. The Kaizer Chiefs and the Sundowns were very happy of these results. Unfortunately for us, Amapaga Chuchu, up the backs, very disappointing results. Shocking results for me as well, because I thought we were going to completely dominate. Of which we did. If you look at the stats, we completely dominated this team. We had 76% ball position. We had over 2.5 goals, expected goals over the match, 16 corners compared to their one. And then obviously their shot at goal was like six, of which three were on target, and which means they were better at shooting because we had 30 shots. 30 shots
yo,
on the match, man. Can you imagine? And only eight were on target. So if you put that in a ratio, they had six and three were on target. We had 38 were on target. So it means we were not accurate with with shooting towards goal, man. Very disappointing results. For me, I was speaking to one of the followers of the channel and the guys that we are working with, and my close people that we normally speak football with. I think we need to discuss the goalkeeping department of Orlando Pirates. It's not that Sipo Chain has been a bad goalkeeper. He has saved us. He has won us titles. He
yes,
has won
yes.
us
Trophies.
MTNs, where he was saving us on penalties against Sundowns. Big, 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 big moments for him. But there's just those moments where you feel like he should be saving this one like with ease. Like the second goal, I cannot falter him in the first one. And super strike from outside the box, from the Richards Bay guys. So that one, the first one, I don't think there was any goalkeeper who could have done anything with that one, unless if they were positioned next to that side of where the ball went in. But yeah, I think super strike. I think in this game, all the I think three of out of the four goals came outside of the box, which is also a good stat for South African football. But yeah, I think the second goal for me, his positioning. That ball was not in the bottom corner. It was a shot where if he was positioned correctly and he was not outside of the box when they were attacking us and he had to pedal back, that ball should have been a simple save for us. I feel like there are moments where he saved us, and there are moments where I feel like, my guy, this one you should have saved. So I was quite disappointed with that. Quite disappointed with the result. I don't want to be sound negative to say now, the league is gone. What. Uh, Mathematically we're still in it. I mean, if Kaizer Chiefs can still believe that they can they can secure this league title, my guy, by beating Sundowns, by beating Orlando Pirates, it means I can also believe that
You can also be
Sundowns can
confident.
still, yeah, slip up. Yes, Manchester City in England is also believing in themselves that 8 points gap, or it was at some point 10 gap or 15 gap or 13
Yeah.
gap or whatever the gap was, they still had the belief that they can still win the title. So it's not over until the fat lady says so. So Ngesi Mapagachuchu, man, this was not our game. Again, very disappointing from our boys. From the coach's side, there are questionable starting lineup inclusion that he normally puts in, and you ask yourself, this guy hasn't scored in those 5-0, 6-0, where we were scoring out of all cylinders, but majority of those people who were scoring are midfielders or wingers. And then the main striker, which is Mbutuma. I mean, I like the guy. He fits the system well, but he doesn't score. So we need to ask ourselves: do we need a goalkeeper whose sole responsibility is to block shots, or to a goalkeeper that is good on the feet and passes the
Mm.
ball nicely and starts the play? We need to choose. And the front line, we also need to choose if we need a striker that scores goals, which we had, which it was Umabasa. We just take the ball, pass it to him in the 18 yard, and you know that he's
Short.
gonna just turn and score. And on Mbutuma, where you just fit the style of play and he doesn't score, he just touches the ball now and then, touches and go, touches an open space, and allows for the other guys to score. Then what happens if it's a match like the Richards Bay where
You
any
need a
counter
technical
or
finisher.
yeah, they precise in their scoring. Like when they attack us, it's either a goal or almost a goal. So what happens in that moment where you need someone to also outscore your opponents, where you see
Mhm.
that you're under pressure. So I do feel like you now bring Mahopa at the second half and where you're under pressure, and obviously there won't be just magic at that point in time. So yeah, man, it's quite disappointing for being a fan. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah, yeah.
disappointed, and I was so wrong that I need to also state this when it comes to the score prediction. I said 2-0. Yes, two goals was there, but it was match
You
bounce
didn't
for
the other
bounce.
side, yeah. The other
Yeah, it
side,
was
you
match.
didn't put two. Mm. Like for me, the whole time since we started recording, the only every time we talk about Pirates in a preview, I've always said Pirates needs to continue putting the pressure, continue putting the pressure. Now Sundowns, yeah, didn't hasn't played a game this week in the Betway, and they are better off for for it. How can Pirates allow Sundowns to not play a game and Sundowns is still on top? That that's for me where like the slow. I don't know. Is it similar to Arsenal? Like the pressure is getting on top of the players in the camp at Arsenal or what? But it's really a disappointing result to say the least. Because they should really be in a weekend where Sunderland is not playing. They should be capitalizing and making sure when Sunderland comes back or looks back at okay how the league table looks, it should be Pirates on top and not Sunderland.
Yeah,
So with their games in hand as well.
for me, I think you raise a very important point there. I think there's value in experience. They don't just say you must be experienced at something for nothing, my guy. If you are experienced at winning something, you can see. Look at Pirates when they are playing their cup games. You can tell it's a different beast. It's a
Mm.
different team altogether because they are used their DNA, like that team, that squad was
Built on
built.
cup
That's
games.
why they have like 5 or 6, if not 7, championship in the last 5 years or 4 years. It's because like those cups, they were built, they were machine built for that. Then you have a points machine, my man, with Mamelodi Sundowns. They are used to this thing. You
It's
take
grind
them to
out
Richards
points.
Bay on a Friday like that. They come up with a 1-0 or 2-0 win. And you
Champion
ask
score.
yourself, how did they win that match? Because they did not even have 30 shots like Orlando Pirates,
Mm.
and they had maybe 1 or 2 shots, and they knew how to score and they know how to win this thing. It's like it's not a fluke for them who have won like now 8 league titles in a row, and now they're going for their ninth. So it's not a
Mm.
fluke, that thing, and so it's not gonna be easy for any team for that matter to break into that cycle, and it will take a miracle season like those ones of Leicester City and them, where a team just Atari just starts winning, and you need to keep on winning when you want to compete with Mamelodi Sundowns. It's not a matter of
You
this
can't
week
take your foot off the gas.
you can draw. Yes, this week you can draw. Next week you can. No, you need to continue winning.
Yeah,
So
no.
for the man of the match or the player that I needed to highlight, man, Rile Mufukeng keeps on shining, chief. He scored another hit. Sorry, man, he scored another assist. In this match, he's the one who had an assist with Apolis, and Apolis scored. So I feel like the boy, for me, it's his last season. I'm thinking and I'm
You
hoping
think
for
so?
him. Yeah, so I hope this is his last season, and I was hoping that it would be ending with the championship, like a league title for us
Yeah,
as
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Mayfair. But yeah, no, I think it's gonna be quite disappointing if he leaves without that league medal.
Yeah. And speaking of relay and like, China as well, just around there was some just talk when the squad officers, the recent squad was come out and China was in the squad. There was a lot of talks around him that should have been included in the squad. If you now look at the performances or the recent performances where he's had, like I said, these lapse of concentrations. If you look at the Bafana squad and the World Cup coming up, would you still be confident with having him as let's say number two, because you know who the number one is for Bafana?
Yeah, I think he needs he really needs that. I think if they don't select him, then that breaks his confidence further, because I think it's an ego thing or a psychological thing. Let me say that. Let me not say ego. Maybe a psychological thing, whereby we know the qualities that he has,
Hmm.
and I think he needs to refocus on his main duty, which is short stopping. Remember what happened with when we signed Onana at Manchester United? The
Mm-mm.
boy was signed because he was good at handling the ball. I mean, not handling, trapping, passing, and starting
Yeah,
play,
yeah, playing with
build
the
up
feet.
play. But now your sole purpose as a goalkeeper is to stop shots from going inside the net. And Onana was not doing that, Makai. That's why Manchester ended up doing away with him, loaning him out, because your sole purpose of being a goalkeeper, yes, you can be good with your feet, but I feel like what you need to excel in, it's your soul,
Short
your
stop.
primary job is to stop the goals from going in.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was hoping Pirates will be able to break Kaiser Chiefs' record of the least amount of goals that were scored in a season. I think they hold the record since 2003 and 4, somewhere there,
Mm.
of only conceding 11 goals in a season. Now
Yeah,
we have conceded 11 already, and we have
yeah.
still
Yeah,
six, six.
there's too much games left in the season for
Nah, not gonna
yeah, yeah.
happen. Nah, no longer gonna happen. Maybe
Yeah.
second time.
All right. We'll head over to the next game to talk about eh, the opposite of the correct prediction. If you were to predict this one too much, would have been right.
Imagine it dates on me. Like, remember I said Orlando Pirates will win 2-0 and Kaiser
Mm.
Chiefs might have a scoring
Draw.
draw, which was
Yes, yes,
gonna be
yes.
either 1-1 or 2-2. So it made,
It's swapped.
so I was seeing doubles here. I was seeing the wrong opposite. So congratulations to Amakosi for life.
Hmm.
The Tama boys, Barking, the Pefeni boys, our fan of
Yeah.
Oktula Motola Maton. So no, they did well. I did watch the. I think it was the first half. Didn't watch the whole match. But yeah, it's solely because I had to drive back to Joburg from home. So
Mm.
I did watch the first half. Of which it was a good match. They did dominate. the possession, Amakosi, and fair enough, they did deserve the win. They played well. I like the boys, man. I don't know why the coaches, the co-coaches, the translators, why don't they play this young boys? The season is over, man. For me, we are just playing for number one and I mean the number two and number three spots, right? It would make it make sense where you have players that you haven't used regularly on the season, and then you're still not using now. You basically maybe it's your last chance to impress or your last chance to save your job. Or maybe your last chance for you to show off some of these boys, these young
Some of
boys
the
that are
new
coming
talent.
through. Just play the boys, man. You don't have to wait until the second half to put in Mfundo Villa, the deputy president of AMA 2000. You don't need to do that. You can just start the boy. Let's see how the boy fares. He has
And of the
shown that when
90.
he comes
Yeah.
in. And I like the boy, man. I like the boy very much. More than anyone in the case of Chiefs faithful, man. If I were to choose one boy that I can take to Mayfair where he can play for me there and start the games and penetrate defenders. I'll take that boy. Yabo. So for me, this was an interesting game. I never expected Kaizer Chiefs to win this game, and I need to be fair and honest. I never saw Kaizer Chiefs winning this
Because
game.
remember
Hence my
we were speaking
prediction,
before
and I
the
was
match about how Chiefs hasn't won since I think it was what 2021 or something like that.
2021. Yeah,
Yeah, so
so I was humbled, my guy. I ate my humble pie yesterday, and I need to apologize to the Kosi Nation. Um, Ours and yours will be finished on the 26th. So I'll do the job myself. FTS Galaxy, I'll do the job myself. It's fine. It's fine. Congratulations. Even if it pains me to say those words, but congratulations.
yeah, like if you look at this game, like you see, like talk about the one-sided game, very one-sided. Like TS expected goals was only like 4.7. I think not a very not I think one shot on target for TS Galaxy. It was more of a containment job for them as opposed to an attacking game. They didn't come really there to attack Chiefs. So it was the game was on Chiefs to win. It was other Chiefs, Kansas City was going to win this game or draw, but Texas Galaxy didn't put up enough of a fight for Chiefs to lose that game, uh, which I think hurt them in the end because I think it was yeah controlled game by Chiefs. Lepo's goal was nice. The keeper came out, put it in the net. But yeah, like, when you talk when just to go back to that point you said about the youngsters, because at some point in the season there was some tabloid news about the youngsters and uh, media noise on Twitter and on Twitter X and all those things,
Yeah.
which yeah, I just hope, like I said, the best way forward, just like all these things to go away and just to play the boys, let the boys show their heart and their talent on the field, and that's what Kaiser Chiefs really needs. Like this thing of like, and this is thing I've been feeling for a while with regards to Kaiser Chiefs. This thing of signing players that have, let's say, a player that's played for Sundowns or a player that's played for Pirates, then coming to Chiefs once they've now, let's say, we'll call it failed at Pirates or the the race has been finished at Pirates. Then they come to Chiefs, tired legs, no fighting spirit. Because Chiefs is one of those teams, like for example, like a United or Liverpool, where you must have players that will die for the badge. Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates is those type of teams where you can't have a player that plays for Chiefs but doesn't understand what it means to play for Chiefs. I think when you play the youngsters who's come up from the academy, playing in the reserves, getting their chance. I think they just fight a bit more than these
Mm.
31-year-olds, 32-year-olds, or 36 with some of
Because
them.
they still need to wanna prove their point.
Yes,
That's
and
correct.
And I think overall that just will benefit coaches more playing those young boys, letting them fight there on the field because number one, the fans will enjoy that more because
Yeah.
every fan enjoys a homegrown talent performing on and it just gives it just how can I say it just adds a nicer vibe or a nicer culture to the team when the academy boys are doing well. So hopefully, as the season closes off, with yeah the remaining matches fighting for second place.
Please, please, please,
Yeah,
please.
hopefully
Let's fight.
hopefully the young boys can continue fighting.
Like, I mean, let's play the boys on the derby, man. We are going to a derby. Let's go to a
Yes,
to this derby. Let's see the young ones going
the young
in,
ones.
and there's just a difference between a player that comes from another club and joins maybe at an age of 25 or 20 or whatever the age may be. But the difference with the guy that started from the academy, started at 12, 13, 14, he's
So
in
wait to
love with his
boy.
club and he wants to play for the badge. He knows what it
Mm,
takes, what it took for him to get wherever he is now, the graduation and the promotion that he went through. He knows the
yes.
structures, and for sure, he has fallen in love with this. As from the corporate space, man, you know that when you have a company that has given you a shot from just a freshly graduate, you will forever
Mm,
remember the company to say, I was a freshly grad, and this company gave me a chance. And the boys, the only thing the boys need is a chance at at a bigger stage to showcase themselves. I'm sure it's not a fluke that they from the development. Someone
yeah,
somewhere
they were brought
saw
up for a
something
reason.
there. Yeah, but before we move on from this one, I just quickly want to run through the stats. I think Kaiser Chiefs dominated, as we said,
Mhm,
15
mhm.
shots at goal, of which four were on target. Expected goals was 1 comma something for Chiefs. And for TS Galaxy, it was at 0.46 expected goals. So they had 9 shots. Only one was on target. And the big chances that were created for Kaiser Chiefs, it was two of which they taken those chances. And for TS Galaxy, zero,
Big
zero big
chance.
chances. So it says a lot. Kaiser Chiefs,
Yeah,
for me, another improvement. It's the pass accuracy. It's at 78% out of
yeah. That's true. That's
397
true.
passes. They had like 309 passes accurately towards their teammates. So this is a big improvement to the stats that we're seeing around Feb. I think they went through February. That was the most depressing. I was depressed on behalf of the Makosi nations when they were going through that crazy spell. Yeah, but yeah, they are back in winning ways and deserve it. They deserve it. They deserve this win. Yeah, man, and we won't be bitter like them because now, last time when I was beating TS Galaxy, they said I paid Sukasi for, but this team is poor, man. They can see now. But now, I want now say Kaiser Chiefs paid
Yeah,
Sukasi
paid.
to beat this team. Come on, man. I was beating this guy sick, and they said, yeah, me, I
Yeah,
paid
you
them
paid.
for that win. But now they won 2-0, and I said, you deserve it, Kosi. You deserve it.
Yes.
The only
We'll move on.
disappointing thing, they said they're gonna score. The trajectory it was
The
going
tag
up.
it's up.
Now it's going back down. Hopefully
Ah,
next game they don't score one.
ah la la. Uh, Going crossing over to the continent of Africa. Big game. Big game. Jimmy, this game when we just to hit give it a bit of a spice before you go. When we spoke about this in the preview, we said if Sunderland can come out of this with a draw, it'll be a brilliant result. And they've
Mhm,
only come out and won it. Tell me,
mhm.
tell, let's talk about this one, Jimmy.
My man, as you said, big match for South African football. We did emphasize this on Friday. However, we correctly so we said we don't see Sundowns winning this one. because of the stats, and we were basing our prediction on the stats of Al Ali. So no, not Al Ali, Esperance. So
Esperance.
given the fact that they played over 16 games at home, at that stadium, and Al Ahly visited them, Stade Malien visited them. There was like quite a few teams that from the African space, from the group stages, from the preliminary round. I don't know, the English is not Englishing. Preliminary round.
Yebo.
So from that stage, no one won there. The best results that you can get there was like a draw. So obviously we wanted Sundowns to at least go there to get a draw, but to get a win, kudos to Masandawana, Bafana Bako Pitori. I'm sure the faithful Koma Melody are very happy of this. Lorena as South Africans,
We
even
can only
though we
support.
hate watching,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is good news for South African football. I think Sundowns did well. In the first half, there was so much under pressure. I did watch the match. I slept late yesterday because of this match. But the first half, yo, there was so much under pressure. The thing is, I think Cardoso. Now I've seen why Sundowns went on to go and get Cardoso. This guy knows how to play a match in the Champions League, in the context of the Champions League.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
mean,
yeah.
in the past two installments of the Champions League, he has went to the final. Number one with Esperance, last year with Mamelodi Sundowns in his first season. Now he's in the brink of going to his third final. So I don't know, third
Yebo.
time is a lucky parking, third time is a charm or something. So
Yeah,
I now
third time's the
see,
charm.
yeah, that time, because I now see why the reason why they went for him. He doesn't play the nice football where you just take you pass nicely, those kind of tiki taka that we were
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
accustomed to Sundowns, like under Rolando Mokoena and Pizzo Musimani, the Shushan piano, because that's their style of football where they they pass the ball and then you just get tired
Yeah.
because, and by the time you're sleeping they pounce, by the time you're sleeping again they pounce. So now they were playing effective football yesterday. First half, they defended for their life. Rowan Williams saved them. Saved goal bound goals there in the first half. That's why sometimes you would see that the team had 17 shots. Esperance had 17 shots, and of which three of them were on target. Very huge.
Low conversion. Yeah.
Yeah, low conversion. And then Sundowns had 7 shots, of which two were on target, but their expected goals was 0.73. This is Sundowns. So you could see that it was a low attacking for Sundown standards to have that amount of shots, that amount of attacking, but the defending was on the tee. How they coordinate that offside trap, my man. Aye, my man. It was something out of this
Yebo.
world. How many times they caught? Let me just quickly go to the offsides for this team. Like they caught this guy a lot of times on offside traps. If not those offside traps, Williams will be next to the outside the just the 18
Yeah,
yard
yeah, yeah, yeah,
area.
yeah, yeah.
Whereby if you beat the offside trap, he is
He's
there as
free
a
hit.
sweeper.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a coordinated effort. And my man, one mistake there for that to work, ne, you need a coordinated effort where the line is as,
One mind.
yeah, because now one mistake, the one lapse of concentration, one leg is standing there putting someone on side. It can be catastrophic, my man. So the way they did it, man, yo, I was so impressed. I was watching the
Professional
whole
game of
match,
football.
especially in the second half. They limited the guys. They had a high line. Sometimes had a high line where they were defending almost at the center line. And the guys now were frustrated that they cannot now build up until the better half of Sundowns. So
Yes,
they
yes,
just
yes, yes, yes.
started throwing through balls, which were just ending up at Williams' hands. I was like, yeah, no, this guy Ukadoso knows how to play these
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
CAF Champions League matches.
Did you get the offside thing or
Yeah,
no?
I'm just trying to get the offside
No, it's
one
fine.
now.
So yeah, like you said, so uh for Sundowns, talking about this match is rounding off my point around this match. Like I said, it just you know when they talk about a tactical masterclass, this is just a
Mhm.
tactical masterclass by Cardoso. Where, like I said, it's not the prettiest football, but it's winning football. And sometimes in football, you need um, you need that, especially in a two-leg game. Where I'll take the advantage. To I don't know if the game is going to be at Loftus or whether Gale at Lucas Moreira, but yeah, it just I don't know. Sometimes you can appreciate, even though it's ugly. Sometimes you can appreciate a well thought out plan when it comes together. And this was just
Yeah.
a plan that came together for Sundown. Some luck where, with like I said, with Esperance not really being too clinical or having many shots on target, but I think it was just a professional job by Sundowns and their coach.
Yeah, I think the two first half chances, I think there were two clear cut chances that Esperance had in the first half where
Mm,
they were just unlucky to not have scored a goal. I think Sundown still has a big job to do in the second leg.
definitely.
They still have to defend, and also because they're going to be playing home, they also need to go and score maybe just one goal just to cement
Yeah.
their position. Because if Esperance scores first, then that's another ball game.
The
So
game is now. Then the game is open again.
then the game is open again. And if Esperance scores two at your home ground, this away game,
It's
away
over.
goal, it's going to be against you. Now you have to score three. So for me, it was like you said, that technical masterclass. For me, the offside trap and William being the sweeper worked magic. So they had eight offsides compared to Sundowns. The Sundowns had zero offside. So which means that offside trap really, really, really worked
It really
magic.
worked.
Yeah, and that there was one disallowed goal by VAR, obviously. Sundowns
Yeah.
being the only team now this season to play under the VAR.
AR.
Yeah, man. So there was one disallowed goal because of VAR. I think there was an elbow on Williams, saved by that as well, but rightfully so as well. Yeah, man, one red card. So this match had all the drama, man. But yeah, Sundowns deservedly as well, and congratulations to them. They have one foot on the final. So we wish to see them playing that final. So
Yeah.
that they can maybe secure that second star, because it's been elusive, and you can tell that Sundowns is set up to
Win
want
for
to
that.
win that
Someone
second
has
star.
set up for that trophy. Yes.
Yeah, they said they no longer, because how can you win eight Betway Premiership? If you win the ninth one, it's whatever for everyone else in the country to like, oh, you won it, you've been
Yeah. No
doing
one
it,
cares.
so no one cares, man. That's why people care so much if maybe there's one challenging for that, and as opposed to you actually winning it for the ninth time. Like, it's not interesting. So if the interesting part now for Sundowns is winning Kev, and we want to see Sundowns win that, and if we if you win that, then that's a conversation that how now Sundowns has two ish. You see now that two star here,
Yeah.
being the
It'll
only
hit. It'll
team in
hit.
South Africa to have two, yeah, and there's still a well, I'm two with nothing. Hey,
All right. All right. We'll just close off on just some of the other matches that took place. Just going across the results. We had Siwelele 1-1 against Amazulu. I think Amazulu from Amazulu was fighting Chiefs for third place, if I'm correct.
that's big, yeah.
But um, they've been slipping a bit. 1-0 Golden Arrows versus Durban City, another team that was fighting for the top four. Uh, Skukuna United 1-0 against Magesi. Magesi, that one they can go down now, eh? Then
Yeah, no.
you got Chippa 1-1 versus Polokwane City. Obviously, and then you had the I don't know what you call it, the Dustbin Derby. I don't know what you would call it. Magallans versus Obert, not. Aye, aye, aye. Both teams fighting to survive, coming with a not. You didn't help anyone with that game.
Chief, these people they just need to because at least if you won this match, then at least you're safe. You're guaranteed maybe the playoff spot or
Yeah,
something, or you taken one team down like your Chipa United. Because they didn't win as well, they drew. So you had an opportunity to at least win and advance, got 2 points in Yana. So both teams, Marumo
with the
Kalans and
draw.
Magezi, they don't deserve to stay up. So even both of them can just drop off. The world will care less, man. I think also the system of PSL that only one team gets directly
Relegate.
relegated and the other one still gets a chance to play. I think both teams need to just go down. Two
Yeah.
teams need to
Two
directly
teams
go
come
up.
up.
Maybe
Yeah.
yeah, maybe then the number
The
14 or
qual
number 13 can do the playoffs or something. And then, yeah, but the thing of having a team now,
because
they there
now they will go and beat the team in the playoffs of
and come
Motsepe
back,
again and come back. Yeah.
have a lousy season again, and then to donate. But these people are here to donate to Sundowns.
For,
I'm yet to see any teams man, that are coming up from the Motsepe Foundation and give Sundowns a run for their money. They just twerk for the Sundowns. They just twerk for cheap. And when they get to another parent, suddenly they are like a Real Madrid. You don't understand how.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, just to again talking about the league table. We have like the Sundowns not playing this weekend, still being on top. Bad one from Orlando Pirates. We have Chiefs third place, looking up at the Pirates, but still a way to go in terms of points. Amazulu, like I said, also then also at the bottom you have Gallants, Obert College, and Magesi fighting for the drop. But yeah, going crossing over, I think, to England, where I think this was my correct prediction.
Yes, 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 yes. The best
Jimmy,
one, too.
while I break this the one down, if you can pull up the stats for me for this game and the Man City one.
Yeah,
But just talking about this game, when we came into this game saying that it will be a difficult one for Arsenal. Just around
yeah,
the form that Bournemouth has had for the whole of 2026. You could see in this game they weren't playing with any fear. Alex Scott, who scored Junior Junior Krupi. I think that's how you say it. With the two goals for them, yeah, just I don't know, man. Um, Bournemouth played well this game. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
but Arsenal did not play well, man. There's like I've heard like this thing of like they're playing scared or
yeah,
scared ball. Yeah, like Arsenal is playing scared ball. Like they, there's no risk in Arsenal's football. There's no
yeah,
risk. It's relying on your defense and hoping something happens
yeah.
with a free kick or I don't know, your
Corner.
Perez pulls something out. But yeah, there's no kill in Arsenal's football, and that's what's going to cost them for me in the I think the long run. When you play a Bournemouth or a team of this nature, mm, Arsenal can control possession, but it's about killing them, passing like we said. You said when you talk about Sundowns, where you pass a team out of the game, make them tight, and then you pounce. That's how Arsenal should be playing, controlling possession, passing the ball through Bournemouth, and scoring. But it's a lot of relying on defense, and your defense was good most of the season, but it's not gonna carry over. to winning the title like this, with especially with the form City's in. We'll get to City after this, but yeah, just a disappointing result for Arsenal. The fans, oh, Jim, if I can tell you online how the Arsenal fans are melting, it's a meltdown.
It's a mess. It's a mess. I did see that some of them are actually crashing out.
It's some people are a lot of Arsenal fans are talking about because this Arsenal team and Mikel Arteta for me are like this. It's a reflection. Arsenal, the way they play now, it's a reflection of Mikel Arteta, through and through. Defensive, no risk. Um, yeah, it's the football Arteta wants them to play. Because I do think this team can play good football, but it's not what Arteta wants. And you just can't win the title like that, man. Do you have
Yeah, and
the stats?
I have the stats here.
Yeah.
Um, I think just to add on what you just said, the scared football perspective,
Mm.
it's like they rely on defense, like you say, but at the same time, Arsenal relies on those corner kicks, goals. Because
Set
if you can
piece.
tell, they scored most. I think them and Leicester City, they scored most goals from corner kick situations or free kick situations because they rely on those free kick specialist guy. Because here they had 10 corners, and if they did not score from one of those corners, they're gonna lose the match. I'm telling you. I was telling this other guy the other day. Or if Arsenal doesn't score, you got the corner. Then in open play,
You
they
have a
just
chance.
pass
You have a
with now.
chance.
They just pass without no purpose. Because
Sideways.
how do you mean Arsenal had like 380 something barking passes, of which 81% were accurate. So where were they passing the ball to?
Safe space.
But they had
Those passes were
15
those,
shots, Caden.
mm,
Three on target out of 15.
those those passes were all happening. Safe spaces. Zubamendi passing back to Gabriel. Zubamendi passing to Ben White. Like safe spaces. No no
No,
risk.
because now it's like we are hating on Arsenal to say they're gonna bottle it again. But I think they have all the ingredients to be champions.
Yes,
It's just they
100%.
don't have the manager to be a champion because
They don't have the
you
killer. They
go
don't have the
into.
killer.
Yeah, because already teams fear you because they know you one of the or you are the best. Actually, Arsenal started this season as the best team in the Premier League, given that
Correct.
Man City was still figuring out things with their new signings and whatnot. So Arsenal started the season as the best new, like the emerging team that is gonna terrorize the league. And you just know when the second half turns, like second half of the season turns like this, then Arsenal starts panicking. Out of nowhere, they start panicking. They now fumbling in they had four chances to win, like four chances to win. Out of those four, they were in the final for Carabao. And facing Man City, you could tell if you were a coach to say, let's go for it, my boys.
Just
You
go
let's
for it. If
go
you
for
lose this one, it's
yeah.
fine. But go for it.
And then you see them playing it safe, them passing the ball with no purpose, them hustling people there for corner kicks and making sure that they overcrowd the 18-yard box. And you're like, man, this is not how we play football. Football should be fun, man. Should be when we're talking about Arsenal, we are talking about. You remember Arsenal when Odegaard and them and Martinelli were just starting off. They were shying
Yes.
through balls. They were like run behind the when Saka and Martinelli, the one was on the right, the other one was on the left. And they were the boy who Martinelli, I mean Odegaard was pulling the strings there
Yeah.
in the
In the
middle of the
middle.
park. Interesting Arsenal, fun Arsenal, going for it, my man. They beat you out of carry goals which are in play, not
Open play.
those
Yeah, yeah,
goals.
yeah, yeah,
Nah, not those goals of corner
yeah.
kicks and them. And immediately they focused on the defense, clean sheet, and corners. That's where they lost the plot with Arteta, man.
So, a lot of Arsenal fans, and I've heard this online, is like, we'd rather play ugly football and win the league than play beautiful football and not win the league like they have been, which is fair. If Chelsea now can play ugly football and win the league, I'll also take it.
Yeah,
But what? But you must account for if you play ugly football and don't win the league, we are gonna be on your ass because now you didn't do either thing.
exactly. Because
So yeah,
either one, beautiful football, if it wins you the league, amazing. If it doesn't, then we're gonna be on your ass like, you played beautiful football, but you have nothing to show for it. And then if you play ugly football where you just want to wrestle everyone like you are playing rugby and they are throwing you that scrum half or whatever ball they
yeah,
call
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and then you're just hustling everyone out of the way so that someone can header the ball inside. And then you end up not winning the league, Chief. What do you mean? We need to talk about this, Chief. Nah? Because now,
Yeah.
my man, if Man City wins this, Arsenal, yo,
We are on your ass, Arsenal fans. If I,
football world must just, and like Arteta must just leave, man.
yeah, no, there are a lot of fans speaking
Yeah, I
about
think he must
leaving
just go,
because
man. If he
yeah,
loses it, even if he wins it, I don't know. Maybe Arsenal
yeah.
fans
So I've
will
heard
rub
I've
it,
heard
but
people also say that he must once if he wins it, he must leave on a good note and let someone else take over
yeah,
for him.
you've won the Premier League, man. Your CV is sorted after that. You
Yeah,
can go coach Abu Sevilla there.
yeah. Go coach Spain or
And
something.
yeah, because now
Hey, Jim. Now we go to the next match. Hey, this one.
I was waiting for this one. The whole day I was like, I'm gonna get carried on this one. Let's go, Chief.
Manchester City 3, Chelsea 0. Hey, hey. So, remember when you were speaking, you said I must say Chelsea's going to win this one no matter what. I see, Jim. You're going to set me up for failure. But setting me up.
Uh,
But yeah, talking about this game, not bad from Chelsea, not brilliant. Because when you play at home, you're supposed to be leading the charge, but it was not bad from Chelsea in the first half. They were creating chances. I think there was a chance from Pedro Neto where he had a shot. João Pedro also had a shot where he deflection from Kuzanov to go out for a corner. So we were creating chances in the first half, and we were containing. We did not. Turkey did not have. Turkey did not have any control of the game in the first half. Haaland was out of the game in the first half, so it was a solid performance from Chelsea. Not anything to write home about or go crazy about, but a solid performance. When you go to that second half, I don't know what Pep said in that halftime team talk, but City came out on fire. Turkey, more especially, he's just good, bruh. You know when a player like that player is just that's just good.
yeah,
City have found a good replacement for De Bruyne. It was supposed to be Phil Foden. I don't know what's going on. Pep, and Foden doesn't look like they have the best of relationships. Foden might be out this end of the season because he's not playing, and he might miss out on the World Cup because he's not playing for City. But they found a good one with Cherky, and Cherky was not an expensive signing. Eh? There's been a lot more expensive signings than Ryan Cherky, and oh, bro, the assists. You know, when a player like check that player. You know, in South Africa, when a player is tapping the ball, then they stand on the football. Check that type of player. He'll just do random things. When we were playing Arsenal, he was doing kick ups on the match, like joga bonito, like just beautiful football. Big fan of Ryan Cherky. He hurt my team a lot, and then also a player that I think it has to start left back for England if they want to win the World Cup. Nico Riley. Oh my days. This boy is good, bruh. The right left back, but this man was in the mid, taking off. Straight striker, where he scored the header. He's in the box before Haaland is in the box. This kid is good, man. Yo. This kid is good.
who's playing
Uh,
left back for England currently now?
it's between him, Luke Shaw, obviously, It was Lewis Kelly, but Lewis Kelly hasn't been playing for Arsenal.
Yeah,
So I'm not too sure. It's not a. It's a position that he can lock down. It's a open. It's open for him. Um, because yeah, this boy has been. You see, the Premier League Young Player of the Season. It has to be Nico Riley. No
boy.
matter if City win the league or don't win the league, he has been on fire, man. But yeah, second half City just they went up a gear. Haaland didn't really do much, and he hasn't been doing much for a while now in the Premier League season. But City have just been continued. You know, when they talk about, like you said, with Sundowns, like they just build to collect points. When it comes to March onwards, Man City just know how to collect points. You cannot stop this train when they get to this part of the season. And yeah, no, we are seeing it. Them closing the gap to Arsenal. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this one, Jimmy?
First and foremost, hard luck. Uh, I was thinking of you when I saw the score, the final results. But I did watch the first half. I did watch the first half a bit, and I thought maybe
Mm.
it's gonna be a boring match. Whoever wins it is gonna win it with 1-0. But then when
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
checked the final score, I'm like, hey! Then I went to go and watch the highlights. And as you say, man, Cheki is one of those talented, like naturally talented. You see, there's
Yes,
a player when you pass the ball, the way they trap the ball, it's like effortless, but you can see, man, man, there's magic in
there's
how he
something
did
here.
that.
Yeah,
But for him, it's like a normal thing. Yo, that guy, my man, it's one of those talented guys that he does the magic stuff that you and I will dream about doing those things. But he does it naturally, so because he's naturally gifted. So he's a naturally
yeah,
gifted player. As for Riley, obviously, young player breaking through the scenery. Obviously, he scored two in the Carabao final.
yep.
So he's continuing with his form. So I think you are right by saying he deserves the young player of the season. And me looking at the stats here, man, I can see that Man City came back as a different beast in the second half.
Oh,
Because in the first half, my man, the
boring.
yeah, the stats was like very low because they had 5 shots, of which two were on target, and Chelsea had also 5 shots, which was equal to Man City. So they were
Yeah,
matching
yeah,
each
yeah,
other, they
yeah.
were feeling each other. But now I don't know what Pep did or told the
What
boys
he said,
or what
yes.
he tweaked on his system because in the second half he had 13 shots, my guy, 13 shots. And yeah, no, they came back as a different beast in the second half because 6 of which were on target, 3 big chances of which is those 3 goals. Compared to Chelsea, they had 7 shots, 2 on target, but only 1 big chance and only 1 corner. Compared to Man City had 8 corners in that
Mm.
match. So which means they were, for me, this
Peppering
is not a
Chelsea.
stats of a team that was playing at home. The reason why I was hyping you on Friday is that no matter how bad my team is, man, I want them to show a fight.
Full fight.
That
Yes, I
this
agree
is
with you
our
100%.
yeah, this is our home game. This is okay. In the first half, for me, Chelsea did show that we are playing at home. Yes, we respect this opponent, but we're gonna try to contain
Yes.
them and as well try to pull up a fight. But then in the second half, they completely lost the plot. I think it's a coaching thing for me. It's not a matter of because Chelsea, they are the current World Cup
World Cup.
champion. So you cannot be a world champion for a fluke, man. You must have done something. And for things to go so bad for you, my man, nah, 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 nah. Nah. Something is
But
going wrong in the coaching department or in the management of the team.
yeah, I definitely think like the Chelsea project, as you would call it, like where we recruit young players, hope to build them up, sell some of them for a profit, and hope we can find like a diamond in the rough that builds a team. I think that project is slowly but surely failing. It might not be slowly anymore, but it's definitely failing because you can see now that the team needs that experienced guy, like to have a to have in your centre back partnership Jarell Hato and Fofana against Man City. Aye, man, what do you expect is going to happen? You're supposed to have
Yeah,
like a Margay, for example, um, a seasoned pro that with like a so let's say it's Hato and Margay or Hato and uh uh Virgil. I know Virgil is doing good, but like you need a pro to help in the back, and that's hurting us so much. And then attack, then attack Cole Palmer, brother. Yo. If I can talk about someone who's been disappointing me, it's that boy. Cole, Cole Palmer, if you're watching this, please play like you're interested in winning a game, please. Yo, but yeah, Chelsea. This is disappointing from Chelsea.
Makai, Kaden,
Yeah, boy.
yo, you were breaking. I don't know if the video would be like that. You were breaking the whole
uh,
time.
no, I don't think so. I think from because it's recording from my side, it'll be fine. We'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't
Even
worry. Yeah.
now, I can't hear you clearly. Yo,
Um, I think this it's I think from your side. Let me know if you.
it's fine now.
Yeah, no, don't worry. The recording will be fine, Jim. It because it's recording locally, so it'll be fine. But yeah, moving over to just rounding off on the Prem. Can you hear me? Because you're pulling a
Yeah.
very yeah, just rounding off
Yo,
on the
she's like, okay, I
hello?
couldn't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Just rounding off on the results. um West Ham 4-0, 4-0 against Wolves. No, you see that thing West Ham went into this game knowing that if we win this game, we can put pressure on Spurs. And they went out and made sure they put four. Yeah, no, pushing Spurs into the relegation zone. If you look at the table, we had Arsenal obviously 2-1 against Bournemouth, Burnley versus Brighton. Brighton. If Brighton goes down, they might come back up. Not Brighton, sorry. Burnley. Burnley doesn't need to come back up again. They can stay in the championship for a bit. We had 2-2 Brentford versus Everton. Thiago scoring massive points for FPL. Liverpool, good win against Fulham. Salah
You
back on the
won.
score sheet, I believe. Yeah.
Nice.
Uh, yeah. We had Spurs. Ooh, 1-0 Spurs loss against Sunderland. Yo, Spurs. Yo. These people are going down for real, Jam. It is insane.
These people are
I watched a,
actually going down.
I watched a bit of that game. There, Spurs was so bad, bro. Yo, you know, it's like the Spurs players don't care. Like they know, some team will come and buy me. I'm not gonna play in the championship. Spurs can go down. Yo, bad. Spurs fans are crashing out, and I would as well if it was Chelsea. Nottingham Forest, Villa 1-1. Aston Villa trying their best not to play Champions League, and Chelsea doesn't want to capitalize. When Newcastle lost 2-1 against Crystal Palace, Newcastle fans are calling for Eddie Howe to be sacked at the end of the season. Yeah, they're saying Eddie Howe has taken them as far as he can. Now they need someone better to take them on, and obviously the Chelsea game
Yeah,
against
I think that's fair as well.
the thingy. Hey, what's happening to the end of this pod, Jim?
Yeah, I know. This end of the video. I think yeah,
It's time for us to call it day.
yeah, I think it's time for us to call it, man. We've been. I think it's trying to tell us that
We've been
we've
speaking too
surpassed.
much.
Yeah, we've surpassed our thing.
Yes, but yeah. All right, listening to the podcaster gods. Yeah, this is gonna be where we call it. We know we didn't cover the United result. Obviously, they're still playing,
Chief,
or they will be playing
they
at the
are
time of this.
losing as it is.
Is it? I need to tune in. I need to tune in.
They are losing 1-0, Chief. I was like
Oh.
about to tell you that I United, man.
Okay, we'll definitely be tuning in. We'll maybe speak about that one when we get to the weekend preview coming up on Friday. But yeah, continue to like the video. Thank you to everyone who's been commenting. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing. Thank you to everyone who's been sharing. It really, like we always say, it means a whole lot of us because we're trying to definitely build something here for the long term. So keep pushing it out there. Hopefully enjoy the content and let us know what you'd like to see from us in the future. Maybe you have an idea that could help us really build this thing. So let us know in the comments what you'd like to see from me and Jim going forward. There'll definitely be some videos we coming out this week. We're recording something we haven't done before. So yeah, looking forward to that one. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. It's Thank you for watching. Peace.